Trouble is brewing within the National Super Alliance after National Assembly Minority Leader Francis Nyenze announced the party will not go for anything short of the presidency. And although the Wiper National Executive Committee has dismissed the statement as an individual's opinion, Nyenze's declaration came just hours after Kamba leaders said the exact same thing at Emali.
The Kambas have reached an edge whereby if it's not Kalonzo, we'll go it alone. NASA could be Nyanza Super Alliance. It will not be National Super Alliance because we will not tolerate it unless that MOU is honored, and this is the bitter truth.
If a decision is made that unfortunately does not favor Wiper or the Wiper presidential candidate, as we have said it again and again, we will play within the coalition. We are going nowhere. But that is not to mean that we will not do everything reasonable and possible to be the flag bearer, because we believe we have the highest and the best opportunity to win the next general election through the flag bearer of the Wiper Democratic Movement.
Huu mtindo ama hii hadithi ya kusema kwamba kama si Mudavadi tutasusia uchaguzi, kama si Raila tutasusia uchaguzi, kama si Kalonzo tutasusia uchaguzi, kama si Weta tutasusia uchaguzi. Wewe ukisusia uchaguzi unafurahisha nani? Unafurahisha Jubilee. Kwa sababu hiyo ni lugha ambayo hatutaki kusikia.
All right, and that is a situation in the opposition outfit, NASA there. Prof, this is also something that we have been speculating on for quite a while, whether Wiper is really going to stick it with NASA, whether it's going to go it alone. And now we're seeing, Francis Nyenze saying the same thing that Kamba leaders said yesterday. Yeah. Although the Wiper National Executive says this is just one person's opinion, your stand on this?
It always starts with one person's opinion. It does not start with many people's opinion. I think this is a good thing, that it's a good strategy. Politically, it's a good strategy that they're using. My concern is, and has always been, this tag about Kamba leaders pronouncing themselves on Kalonzo.
Right.
I would have been happier if we have Kenyans pronouncing themselves on Kalonzo, if we have a non-ethnic constituency that he brings to the table and he says that he is a new guy and he is the face of Kenya. So for every time Kalonzo issues come out, for them to be articulated by so-called Kamba leaders, it doesn't do any favors to his campaign. Yes.
And the very fact that NASA says it is an all-inclusive outfit, it is not tribal whatsoever. But what Francis Nyenze saying here, without Wiper, NASA is not NASA, it is a Nyanza Super Alliance.
Super Alliance. And this
Wiper.
is the underlying narrative that they have been trying to suppress. I have said consistently that they are equally a tribal outfit like their competitors. They have consistently claimed to be national, and it is now coming from them that they are probably even more frail than we imagined, because we are being told that if the Kamba constituency leaves, then they are going to leave a single ethnic constituency. Like we've said before, Michelle, it is pushing the same old tribal narrative, and it's about time that we got ourselves something different.
But I mean, this seems to be so widespread. Every community now that has anybody who wants to be a presidential flag bearer or a presidential candidate is rallying behind them, saying, "Huyu ni mtu wetu."
Yes, yes. And it's the nature. There's something we call identity-based politics. Identity-based politics picks on something primal, something primordial, like ethnicity. It can pick on something like religion. It can pick on something like race. And until we raise the political discourse from ethnic or from identity-based politics to issue-based politics, this is the only way to mobilize. So that if, for example, Michelle, you said you want to run for president, they will ask you, do you have a tribal constituency? Because it is the only narrative that we have. So if we get a counter-narrative, then maybe somebody would ask you, do you have a different constituency? But for so long as the narrative is ethnic, it's going to be, do you have a tribal constituency?
All right, and of course,